What up, everybody? It's your boy Sack the King up in this motherfucker, man. Back with another video. And as you can see from the title, game time, man. Some more game for y'all. I got a whole playlist full of game for y'all. Over 30 videos on different topics for y'all. And these game times, I got a whole variety channel of a whole lot of different things. STK Eats, STK Travels, Single Nigga Meals, just observational opinions. But this game time playlist and these game times are what I pride myself on this channel, because that shit that can be used universally, this advice could be used universally, man, female, and 10 years from now, you can still apply the same things to your life. You know what I'm saying? But this one, as you can see from the title, is don't have too much pride, okay? Don't have too much pride. And this is something that I myself, being a very prideful and stubborn person, have to remind myself of sometimes. Okay, I'm not perfect, but you know, I want y'all to be better than me, and that's why I give y'all this game. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to watch my videos myself if I feel myself slipping, to remind myself to stay on track. You know what I mean? I want y'all to be better than me. You feel me? And these game times is something that my children could learn from, my friends could learn from, my family members could learn from. People who don't even fucking know me, who watch this shit, who might stumble across this video, could learn from. Pride, man. Pride. Pride will keep you from a lot of things in life. It's one of the 7 deadly sins, is having too much pride. In the Bible, it talks about being too prideful, man. And we, as people, especially black folks, we have a lot of pride issues, man. We have a lot of pride issues in in a lot of different areas, is what I'm trying to say, okay? And the number one being getting a job, bro, learning a trade, going to school. You feel me? A lot of times I've seen niggas put themselves in fucked up situations and in prison and even death because they had too much pride to go out and do things legally, okay? I've been there myself, bro. I'm not ever gonna give y'all no game that I haven't learned from or that I can't apply myself, okay? And I'm still a prideful person to an extent in certain areas. But I've gotten way over the hump of working or going to school and all that other shit, because for one, I got kids, bro. And some niggas got too much pride to the point where they'll let their kids suffer because they don't want to go get a job here or go get a job there. They worried about what their friends gonna think. They worried about what this bitch gonna think. They worried about what the streets gonna think. But let me tell you, man, you born alone, you die alone, and at some point, you're going to have to put that pride to the side and walk alone, all right? Don't let that go over your head, you know? It's a lot of niggas who, like, listen to me, man. Listen to me. I'm not, if I let my pride run my life, I would not be sitting in Japan in a 4-bedroom fucking mansion, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and this happy in life. Y'all see this bag behind me right here? Yeah. I'm going on a trip, nigga. Tomorrow. 3 islands in 4 days, my nigga. But if I had too much pride, I wouldn't be here. Let me tell you why. Because when I first started working, nigga, I took a janitor job. I took a janitor job to get my foot in the door. And I had to work my way on up. And I already covered that in a initiative video. You know what I'm saying? So go back and watch that and you'll hear the story. But my nigga, I was scrubbing toilets 10 years ago, my nigga. I was cleaning operation rooms. Nigga, I was cleaning rooms that a dead body just got wheeled out of. You feel me? I'm over here changing biohazard bags, my nigga. You feel me? But if I had too much pride because I was rapping at the time, or I was trying to be a rapper and all this other shit, I'm trying to be Sack the King and live up to the name and shit. If I had too much pride, my nigga, I would have never took that job or did that job or even took as much. Now, you know, this is where pride, there's 2 sides to every coin. So pride can be a good thing, and we'll get to that here in a minute. But if I had too much negative pride to the point where I didn't want to work, my kids would have suffered because my child support wouldn't have been paid. Okay. My life would have been suffering because I would have been having to wake up and figure it out what I'm going to do for some money, which I've been there. I've been on both sides of the coin, waking up every day and going to work, and waking up every day like, who the fuck is going to get robbed today, my nigga? And I'm telling you, it's easier just to go to work sometimes and deal with people for 8 hours than it is to spend 24 hours trying to figure out how you're going to risk your freedom and maybe even your life trying to get some money, my nigga. But I've been there. I've been there. I had too much pride at one time to do all that. You feel me? And it didn't lead me nowhere, bro. Like, nigga, working a job has taken me places all around the world that being in the streets and trying to be too prideful and trying to live up to the street standards would ever take me, my nigga. Would ever take me. We wouldn't even be having this conversation right now, nigga. There was a time where I thought about, man, I should get on YouTube and be making all kind of videos like these other niggas. But I had too much pride, my nigga. I had too much pride. Like, nah, I don't want people judging me. Nah, nigga, I said, fuck that. I'm about to flip on this camera like everybody else. And whoever watches, watches. Whoever don't, fuck them. You know what I mean? It's all good. I take the good with the bad in life, my nigga. But if I had too much pride, my nigga, bro, I would be way back behind. My kids would be way suffering. My kid, you know what I'm saying? Two of my kids is grown, but my youngest son would not have none of the shit that he has. And that's the most spoiled kid I ever even seen. If I had too much pride and I wanted to be in the streets, risking my life and risking my freedom and ended up in jail and my son got to call me on a fucking phone from jail or come see me through some glass, my nigga. And that's the problem with a lot of people, even people I know. Y'all motherfuckers got too much pride, my nigga. You got too much pride. Put that pride to the side, my nigga. And see how far you go when you put that pride to the side, my nigga. You feel me? We sometimes as black people have too much pride and we hold grudges against people, right? I ain't finna call that bitch. I ain't finna call that nigga, man. Fuck that nigga. Over little dumb petty shit, right? And then when somebody passes away, the same niggas be the same ones, oh, I love you online. They making 100 posts. But in your heart, you knew you had too much pride to mend that broken fence or that broken bridge that you had with that person over some shit that wasn't even that serious, all right? Now, some shit is worth falling out over. That ain't got nothing to do with pride. That's just got more to do with respect. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, and most times, man, whether we dealing with an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend, whether we dealing with an ex-friend, whether we dealing, you know, with people who owe us some money or something and we ain't talking to them, like, whether you're dealing with family members, a mom, a dad, a brother or sister, or even a child, sometimes we have so much pride and we're so prideful that we missing out on opportunities to make memories with these people still over some petty ass shit, bro. And I'm guilty of this shit myself, even to this day. Even to this day, as I'm telling y'all not to be this, I'm guilty of this myself. So this is kind of a self-reflection for myself as I'm giving you the game myself. You feel me? We got too much pride, man. Sometimes you need to pick up the phone or send a text and be the bigger person. Be the bigger person sometimes. It costs nothing to be the bigger person sometimes. And the situation might end up the same way that you left it. But at least you put your pride to the side and you extended that olive branch to somebody and you tried to mend and rebuild the bridge. Now, it's up to them to put their pride to the side and do the same thing. It's a two-way street, okay? And like I said, you might put your pride to the side and do all this and it still might end up being the same way. But at least you tried. At least you can go to sleep at night or you can rest, you know, and clear your mind of knowing that I put my pride to the side. I was the bigger person. And you know what I'm saying? Even if you have to apologize. Even if you have to apologize. See, and that's the biggest thing that most of us don't want to do. We don't want to apologize, especially when we think we are right? But when you think about some of this game I gave you before, we all play a role in every situation. And most of the time, people don't want to accept the role that they played in the situation that could have chain reaction into where the situation is now. And it might have been over some petty ass shit, bro. It might have been over some petty ass shit, sis. You feel me? That goes with friends, family members, with anybody. You know, some shit just cannot be reconciled. I understand that. But if it can be, and it was small, put the pride to the side. Put the pride to the side before it's too late and you don't get a chance to mend and rebuild that bridge or that bond that you had with somebody. Put your pride to the side, okay? Now, I told y'all pride could be a good thing, right? Because I was thinking about this as I was telling y'all. I took pride in every single toilet I cleaned, every single operation room I cleaned, every single ICU room I cleaned. I took pride in that shit, right? I cleaned that shit like I would want it to be cleaned as a veteran for me, because I was working at the VA for veterans and I'm a veteran myself. So I want them to have the best care and be as comfortable and as clean and sanitary as possible, because I'm a veteran and I might end up in that same hospital one day, and I want somebody to have the same mind frame as I do, which is taking pride in their job. Even if you're a fucking janitor, take pride in that shit. That's where good pride comes in, okay? That's where having good pride comes in. It's a two-way street. Take pride in what you do. That's positive, that's gonna net a positive outcome and get you further in life. Sometimes you gotta take pride in certain things, like a job. If I didn't take pride in that job, guess what? I told y'all already in this initiative video, go back and watch it. Other people started to notice that I was taking more pride in my job than the average motherfucker. So I was setting myself above the average, you know what I'm saying? Which opened the eyes to other people around the hospital to the point where they wanted to help me maximize my potential. They didn't see me as a janitor. They seen my initiative. They seen that I took pride in what I was doing, and they wanted to help me move to the next level, which they did. And it's been on since, bro. It's been on since. Like I said, having a job, swallowing my pride and getting a job, the lowest job of the lowest, got me, and taking pride in that job, the positive way, has got me all over the fucking world, bro. Go watch some of these STK travels videos, nigga, especially in the last 7 years. I lived in Hawaii because of that. I live in Japan now because of that. How many countries y'all done seen me go to? Taiwan, Guam, Thailand, Korea, Okinawa, motherfucking, I'm probably forgetting a fucking country, my nigga. My passport is stamped the fuck up, bro. You feel me? Stamps on stamps on stamps, my nigga. It's damn near only got 3 pages left in this motherfucker. Out of all these pages, I only got 3 left. You know why? Because all of them are stamped the fuck up. Because I chose to put my pride aside on one end and take pride into what I was doing on the other end, my nigga. And you can too. You can too. Start today. Right after you get done with this video, watch all of my other videos I just dropped. But start today. Make that phone call. Send that text. You know what I'm saying? You know, at least do it on your end. It might not be reciprocated, but at least you try. At least you put your pride to the side and you tried. And whatever you're doing right now, even if you don't see the results, keep doing it. Take pride in whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to accomplish, and keep going and keep doing that shit. Because the more and more you keep doing shit, results are going to come. If you go to the gym every day, you're going to lose some weight. You're going to gain some muscle at some point. You know what I'm saying? The more and more YouTube videos I make is going to bring more followers eventually. Rome was not built in a day, but take pride in everything you do, man. From your appearance to how you talk to people, to how you present yourself, to the work that you do. But put that pride to the side if you got some. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to close the door on money that can be made and opportunities that could be had, man. Hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to know and help the channel grow. It's King.